Miss Kim Namjoon, also known as RM, the leader of the group BTS. It is an incredible honor to be invited to an occasion with such significance for today's young generation. Last November, BTS launched the Love Myself campaign with UNICEF, built on our belief that true love first begins with loving myself. We've been partnering with UNICEF and Violence Program to protect children and young people all over the world from violence. And our fans have become a major part of this campaign with their action and with their enthusiasm. We truly have the best fans in the world. I'd like to begin by thanking myself. I was born in Ilsan, a city near Seoul, South Korea. It is a really beautiful place, like a lake, hills, and even annual flower festivals. I spent a very happy childhood there, and I was just an ordinary boy. I used to look up at the night sky and wonder, and I used to dream the day of a boy. I used to imagine that I was a superhero who could save the world. In an intro to one of our early albums, there's a line that says, "My heart stops when I was maybe 9 or 10. Looking back, I think that's when I began to wrong about that other people thought of me and started seeing myself through their eyes. I stopped looking up at the night skies, the stars. I stopped daydreaming. Instead, I just tried to jam myself into the molds that other people made. Soon, I began to shut up my own voice and started to listen to the voice of others. No one called to my name, and neither did I. My heart stops and my eyes close shut. So, like this, we all lost our names. We became like ghosts. But I had one sensory, and that was music. There was a small voice inside of me that says, "Wake up, man, and listen to yourself." But it took me a long time to hear music calling my real name. Even after making the decision to join BTS, there were a lot of hurdles. Some people may not believe, but most people thought me or homeless. Sometimes I just wanted to quit. But I think I was very lucky that I didn't give up or up. And I'm sure that I and we will keep stumbling and falling like this. BTS has become artists performing in those huge stadiums and selling millions of albums right now, but I am still an ordinary 24-year-old guy. If there's anything that I achieved, it was only possible that I have my other BTS members right by my side, and because of the love and support that our ARMY fans all over the world make for us. And maybe I made a mistake yesterday, but yesterday's me is still me. Today, I am who I am with all of my faults and my mistakes. Tomorrow, I might be a tiny bit wiser, and that'll be me too. The faults and mistakes are what I am, making up the brightest stars in the constellation of my life. I have come to love myself for who I am, who I was, and for who I hope to become. I'd like to say one last thing. After releasing our Love Yourself albums and launching the Love Myself campaign, we started to hear remarkable stories from our fans all over the world. How our message helped them overcome their hardships in life and start loving themselves. Those stories constantly remind us our responsibility. So, let's take one more step. We have learned to love yourself. So now I urge you to keep yourself. I'd like to ask all of you, what is your name? What excites you and makes your heart beat? Tell me your story. I want to hear your voice and I want to hear your conviction. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just be yourself. Find your name and find our voice by speaking the facts. I'm Kim Namjoon and also RM of BTS. I am an idol and I am an artist from a small town in Korea. Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. I have many fools and I have many more fears. But I'm going to embrace myself as hard as I can, and I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little. What is your name? Speak yourself. Thank you very much.